Now we want to discuss the document task. As soon as I created this contract workspace, there is a main agreement which is appearing in Documents folder. From where it is coming? It is coming from the template. The template the administrator has configured. That main agreement has to be defaulted to all the users. When I go to the task, there are only one task which is available, which is just a normal initial phase, which is again a to-do task. I just need to complete it. We can complete that without any disturbance. This is a clean workspace. I'm having this main agreement now. I'm going to make some changes. How do I make changes? Click on View Details. I have looked at this document and I found some changes need to be done. Either I can use the drag and drop option, where you replace the file with outside file, maybe the file which you can download in your computer and make the changes and bring it back. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, you use the download and upload option. Download is to download the agreement, or upload is to upload from your computer. For example, I'm just uploading this from computer. Choose my main agreement. I'm just selecting randomly. Click on Upload. I'm going to replace this with my file. Click on OK. Now, I have done. I'll go to the version history. This is also fine. Click on Done. As an end user, I want this to be reviewed by my supervisor. How do I do that? Click on this one. Click on Review Task. To do task is just to do some action. It does not require anything. Either start and complete it. We'll do that. Review task means the person has to review the task and it will also show you the status as in review. I'm going to create a review task. So main agreement. Review for main agreement. Finally, review changes. Please review the changes I made to the document. Who will be the reviewer? Since we do not have access, I'm just selecting BIOS7 as a reviewer. When this has to be done, this has to be completed by today itself. Or you can give it time. Maybe this has to be completed by this weekend. So how this will be? It will send a notification. That is the reason, this one even. You can also configure supervisor, escalation and other things based on your duty. The task has to be completed within this time. Is it a milestone? You're just identifying in your project. There will be a project milestone. For example, getting an approval from finance department is a milestone. In that case, if you cross this as a milestone when the task is completed, then you are completed. A certain percentage of your project is completed. Correct way. So if I'm making this review, whether the reviewer has to review or not, ask, is compulsory or not that you are going to decide. Suppose, if you're saying an approval task and you're removing it, there's no, it becomes an optional task. Then there is no compulsory review. We are going to give a message to the approver. The same message. This will be visible to the approver. Click on Submit. Okay, so review task. We'll click on View Task Details. Okay now. So this is. The reviewer has opened the test and he can able to open this document, and he will review the document. If he is okay with this one, you'll just click on Complete Review or mark Complete. So reviewer, flow, buyer. 7 Complete review. And if he made some changes and that he want to send it to you, he can use this option to choose file and upload whatever the changes he made it. So that document will be available. I'll say, for example, I had download and the main activity. He has uploaded that. Click on OK. OK, now mark done. So suppose after that we want to start again one more round and get it reviewed. So he made some changes. You can do that new round or you can mark the task as a complete. So the difference between review task is, in review task you will be provided an option to replace the document with the reviewed changes. That is about your review task. Now I'm going to create my review from. The supervisor has already done. Now I want to send for an approval. So how do I send an approval? Create an approval task. Similarly the same way. Approval also. I'm selecting by a 7. Fix the date by today. I want the approval. Again review task. I'm going to save message to them. Please approve. Click on Submit. I'll go to the task. You can see Approval task. Here, you simply approve or deny. These two options will be there. In Review task, you will be clicking and then you are going to review the task. But here you're going to say Approve and see. If you want to see the details, click on View Task Detail. On the left-hand side, you will be seeing the document. On right-hand side you have the option to approve or deny. So I am approving that. So that means your manager has approved us. That's an approval task. Now there is one more task. Why I'm creating this many tasks is maybe an interview question. Also, what are all the different types of tasks that are available? Then you can say review task, approval task, to-do task, negotiation task, signature task, etc. So here now I'm going to create negotiation task. In negotiation task, I can able to send it to supplier also. So I can select parallel. It's submitted. So until 31st, who has to be the reviewer? Search more. Supplier. You can see, these are all supplier users. In other tasks generally you don't see this, but here you'd be able to see the supplier task. Just selecting some random supplier. Maybe we're not able to complete that action. Click on Done. OK. You can also add external reviewer also. OK, you can also add external email. If the emails are not limited to your database, then you can click on New External Reviewer. Then you can fill in these details and then send it to the reviewer. Click on Submit. So, for this initial discussion test message, some message you need to put. I'm just keeping this as a not required task, just to show you the difference between required task and not required task and a message to the reviewer. Click on Submit. So in negotiation task we'll send it to external party, maybe even supplier, and get his confirmation that whatever agreed on the agreement is suitable for him. So at this stage, you are also going to decide.